Hello again. I have to confess that sometimes I feel uneasy when I look at some of the monitors. Of course, anomalies on the sun, which can be seen lately quite often, can be pretty disturbing. But on the second hand, I'm really happy when I can confirm claims which I've made almost 1 year ago. Those of you who watch my movies since the beginning should remember when I told that the field which is affecting the entire solar system tries to turn our magnetic poles by 90 degrees. If it would be successful, north and south magnetic poles would be placed over our current equator. I've made this statement while I was watching electric potentials in the ionosphere. However, today I can confirm it with the solar magnetic polarity. Those of you who know the basics of space weather should know that magnetic field of Sun, the heliosphere, is quite similar to the magnetosphere. Most of the time there are two magnetic poles which are placed over northern and southern hemispheres. The main difference between magnetosphere and heliosphere is the fact that every 11 years or so magnetic poles on the Sun make a flip, what is connected with the maximum of solar cycle. However, current cycle is different. Instead to flip their positions, magnetic poles of the Sun decided that they will now stay over the solar equator. On this monitor, negative polarity is the source of black field lines. Positive field lines are white. The dashed line which divides vertically the Sun is in fact the footprint of neutral sheet in the entire heliosphere. If the term neutral sheet doesn't tell you anything, it means that you never tried to understand the Enlil monitors from ISWA. This image shows nicely what is the neutral sheet. However, there is one main problem. According to the current knowledge, neutral sheet is supposed to be placed more or less along the solar equator. And here it is clearly perpendicular to it. If you will say that it is probably some error in the readings, I will have to disappoint you. This animation covers 2 weeks of observations, and during this time the neutral sheet was perpendicular to the equator all the time. Besides, if we will look at current magnetograms, we will notice without any problems that fields with opposite polarities are indeed placed next to each other in east-west orientation, instead of normal north-south configuration. In the areas where the polarity is perpendicular to the natural state, closed field lines are directed along the east-west axis. Notice as well that over the entire surface of the Sun there is only one open field line with positive polarity. Wow, maybe it's just a coincidence, but soon after I said that gong readings can't be trusted anymore, the polarity of sun changed suddenly on their monitors. According to the latest images, negative pole covers right now both hemispheres, just as it is visible on other monitors. That's a pretty sudden change of solar magnetic polarity, don't you think? Maybe my opinion has actually some value for real scientists. And another rapid shift of magnetic poles. But did you notice something what happened couple frames before? Take a look. According to this monitor, there was another strong wobble of the sun on 28th of June. However, it can be just a data glitch, as it is not visible on any other monitors. Anyway, after the cosmetic surgery, Gong synoptic maps seem to work perfectly with other sources of data. But let's look at 3D Solar Viewer. Orange dot shows the point which points directly towards our planet. The colors on the sun's surface shows the magnetic polarity, black for negative field and white for positive. Huh, I'm better than all those monitors. And this is something what is really worth to watch. In next week or so, we will be facing the only positive pole on the sun. In this area, the outward directed field lines are extremely powerful. Besides, the negative spots are only slightly weaker than the positive ones. Notice as well that this positive pole is surrounded from both sides by negative polarities. I've tried to show the strength of magnetic field by adjusting the size of each plus and minus. Here the positive polarity is again stronger than the negative one. Anyway, before we will start to face main positive pole of entire heliosphere, first we will have to pass through an active region where the negative field is stronger. We can expect a lot of action, which started already. Just look what is happening with our poor star. It looks bad. According to ISWA, we are connected to the Sun in this place. What is rather strange, as this area has very low magnetic strength. But okay. If this monitor is correct, then Earth is placed between two sectors of heliosphere with opposite current flows. Actually, there is some kind of mini positive pole, which is connected right now with our planet. The reaction of various readings for those sudden jumps between different sectors of IMF is clear as hell. Look what happened with Enlil readings. But even if it for sure isn't too nice, I would love to know from some of you how it is to be directly under the magnetic tentacle of low energy field. Watch out, those images can be disturbing when you understand what you are looking at. Please, explain me. What is the source of this giant emission? This plume didn't appear from nowhere. This flux tube is enormous. For the end, I would like to show you a couple examples of magnetic field lines of the low energy field, which are visible nicely on some MODIS AIRMAS images. That's it for today. Class dismissed. Peace. Electromagnetic interactions in the atmosphere.